Hello world, John Hampton, the man from Oz. I just popped in to say how much I thoroughly enjoyed talking to that very delightful young lady, Minnie Mittenland. She goes under, but her name is Brittany, and I had a comment from my friend in America who said, "Wow, what a lovely co-host." Yes, indeed, she very lovely young lady indeed. And as I said, I thoroughly enjoyed chatting with her, even though we had to start all over again 3 times, but that was okay. It was a great pleasure talking to her. But at the moment, it's getting close to 10 to 1 in the afternoon, and here on Thursday, January 28th. The second month of summer is drawing to an end. It's not a bad day today. It's a little overcast. The temperature here in my shed is 27 degrees C, which is about 82 Fahrenheit. And humidity's up a little bit, but it's bearable. So I'm just sitting here. I'm just munching on a piece of toast. Oh, yeah. I did go to bed quite late. It was around about, I don't know, 1:30 or so in the morning, and ended up having, I got to have a shower, and my wife was still up. She was doing something in her office, and she spends a lot of time in her office as I spend a lot of time in my shed office, or the office in my shed. So we both went to bed in the early morning, and we read for a little while, as we always do, and then it was lights out. I bought myself a new pillow yesterday. It was one of these, it's supposed to be these comfort pillows that can form the shape of your head. I don't know, I had a pretty restless night. I don't know if it was because of the pillow, or it was because I ended up having a little bit of a emphysema attack. I found it hard to breathe, and I don't know if it was because I was talking during a live broadcast or what brought it on me. These things happen, such is life. And I know my friend George in the United States, in Virginia, has been watching these videos. Hello George, I will be talking to you as soon as I can. In fact, I'm already live on Skype, so I'll give you a call. I already have given you a call, but you must be doing something else. So I'll try again later. But I'm also very happy to say that the sound problem's been sorted out. I did say that last night in the broadcast, but yes, I'm so very, very pleased and very happy that I do not have any more audio problems, and I hope it stays that way. Oh. I don't know if Brittany is watching. I know that she doesn't like science fiction and fantasy films, but the 6-episode series of the X-Files starts this Sunday at 8:30, and I'm looking forward to it. I am really looking forward to seeing Scully and Mulder again. I was a big fan of the series, and a very big fan of the series. I thought it was a terrific series. I don't watch a lot of television, but there are a few shows that I do like. I like NCIS, and there's a cooking show here called MKR, My Kitchen Rules, and for some reason I enjoy it. I like the 2 hosts, and I don't know, just for some reason I enjoy the show. Yeah, and it's a very popular show. I think it's the #1 show of its kind in Australia when it airs. Hmm. But I, except for the news and a current affair, I do occasionally watch porn stars and hardcore porn. That's P-A-W-N, not P-O-R-N. I can't say that I'm very fond of the daughter in the show, Ashley, but Les I like a lot. I think he's a down-to-earth, honest man. A hard man, for certain, but he's been in that business for a long, long time. Hello, Ryan120. How are you? I hope you are well. Yes, I find Les Gold to be a good man. That's what I feel anyhow. As I said, I know he's... I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. I know he's a tough man, but being in that sort of business for so long, in that area of Detroit, it would toughen you right up. Puppy Face is watching. Hello, Puppy Face. Yes, well, you probably missed out on what I just said, but I spoke to a very delightful young lady during the broadcast yesterday. Minnie Mittenland, she goes under, but her name is Brittany. And a friend of mine commented on it and said, wow, what a lovely co-host you had. And she was. And she was so down to earth and so friendly, and I thoroughly enjoyed chatting with her. It was a shame that the broadcast broke up 3 times, but she ended up coming back, and how delighted I was to find that even though there's 50 plus years age difference, that we had at least 4 things in common. She writes and I write. She loves to read. She likes camping and fishing. And you just never know, do you? I know, there's a great big age difference, and you think that young people don't have anything in common with you, but how wrong was I? Yes. So I left her, well, I showed my contact on Skype, which is John.Hampton73, all in lowercase. John and Hampton are in lowercase. John.Hampton73. So I invited anyone who wanted to add as a contact, please do so. I like talking one-on-one to people, as I talk to my good friend over in the United States via Skype, and we talk for an hour, 2 hours, and the time just flies by. And he's a real character. Oh, he's a real character. He's a very intelligent man, and he's got the gift of the gab. He would make a wonderful radio host. He would, because he's got a good voice. A very good voice that would go well on radio. Yeah, but this is only a very short broadcast, because I don't normally broadcast in the afternoon. I tend to broadcast later at night here in Australia, which is around 10 and 10:30. But I just thought I'd pop in and just give my regards to Brittany if she by chance happens to pop in and watch. But Minnie Mittenland, yes, I can highly recommend you go to her broadcast, because she is a very, very delightful young lady, and I think you'd enjoy her broadcast. Yeah, and there's another young lady behind the scenes. She goes under, but her name is Holly, and she invited me to check out her Pinterest site, so I did, and I was a little bit concerned because there was a note written there. I don't know if it was from her or it was from a viewer, but it sounded like if it was from her or the viewer, that that person is feeling a bit down the dumps. Yeah, maybe she was depressed. And I left a note for her. I wrote a comment, but I haven't heard back from her, so I hope she's okay. And as Brittany said, because I suffer from depression, and she said she did too, her whole family did. It's very common, and it's an insidious disease. It can really take over your life, and it can even prompt you to end your life. Don't let it go that far, because there's a lot of help available out there. I sought help when it struck me down in 1996, out of the blue, and I went to my doctor, and he referred me to a psychiatrist, And we talked and talked and over many visits, and he prescribed different medications and finally found one that worked, which was Effexor, and I've been on Effexor ever since. And I make sure I take my medication every day. You think that after so many years you don't need it, and I thought that once. So I stopped taking it for a few days, and the black dog started yapping at my heels again. The black dog is a term made by Sir Winston Churchill, because he suffered from depression and he termed it the black dog. And I think it's an apt name. A very apt name indeed. So if you're ever feeling down and out and you're feeling blue and anxious and what have you, talk to someone. Talk to anyone. Talk is very important. When you're feeling down, and I know a lot of young people do in this day and age. I know school can be a grind for many young people, and they feel out of place. And life in general, they can feel out of place as well, and they can very easily get down the dumps. But just remember that there are those who are far worse off than we are. Now, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. A few days ago, I saw a young man who had no arms, and what hands he had were just resemblance of such, dangling loosely from the end of both shoulders. And I thought, wow, with all my ailments and woes, they all pale into insignificance by comparison. And whenever I'm feeling a bit down, I think about that young man, and I think, I've got nothing to complain about. I really have nothing to complain about. I've got 2 hands, 2 arms, 2 legs. I can do a myriad of things that he can't do. He'll be reliable upon a parent or guardian or a carer for the rest of his life. But just think how hard it'd be not to have arms and hands. Life can deal people cruel blows. It was probably a birth defect. Many years ago there was a drug out called thalidomide, and it was given to pregnant women. I don't know if it had something to do with morning sickness or what, but it ended up in a lot of birth defects. And I think many years later there were charges laid against this doctor who, I don't know if he came up with thalidomide, if he perfected it or what, but anyhow there was a massive lawsuit out against him. And the company that produced it too, I would imagine. Yes, but it still happens this day and age, birth defects. And when you see people who are far worse off than you ought to be thankful that you're hale and hearty, and because it puts your whole life into perspective. I've learnt that from 67 years of life experience, that there are always those far worse off than you. Even though you think that the world has dealt you a lousy hand, just give a thought for all those who are far worse off than you, and it will lift your spirits. It will. And if by chance it doesn't, go and talk to someone. I was hoping that some of the viewers from yesterday would take me up on my offer and ask me to put them down as a contact on Skype, but no one has. Well, never mind. That's okay. Because Skype is totally different. Because when you talk on Skype, it's one-on-one, and there's no breakdown. Skype's terrific. But here on YouNow, if someone wants to be a guest, like it was with Brittany, you get a lot of pixel breakdown, you get a lot of breakdown in the sound, the sound becomes lagged, and sometimes it just goes away, or it's something they've got to call back again. But that doesn't happen on Skype. Skype's terrific. I used to often talk to my sister on Skype. She lives about 600 kilometres south of where I live, and but her broadcasts were always breaking down, and she blamed Skype, and I told her that it wasn't Skype's fault. It was because she had a dial-up. Dial-ups are no good. Dial-ups are no good for going on Skype. So I said to her, why don't you get NBN, the National Broadcasting Network set up or whatever. Get a better internet provider. Get an internet provider and we could talk, but she didn't. So I don't talk to her anymore live, except on the phone. Yeah. Oh dear. Ryan and Puppy Face. Puppy Face. Ah, God, this tea's good. I think I've said this, and Ryan would probably have heard that I'm a big tea drinker. I love my tea. It's the only beverage I drink. I'm not a drinker. Never have been. I don't smoke either. I used to. I started smoking when I was 17. And in those days, smoking wasn't frowned upon at all like it is in this day and age. I think smokers today are looked upon as being pariahs and second-class citizens, which is wrong. But no, when I was a kid, it seemed that everyone smoked. I mean, cigarettes are advertised a lot on television, and they continue to be advertised on television for a couple of decades on, until the government, in all their wisdom, decided that tobacco companies weren't allowed to advertise on television anymore. And there was a time when a lot of the sports had tobacco advertising, football and motor racing and other sports as well. But now that's all gone. Yeah, that's all gone. Thing of the past. But you can't stop the Formula Ones from overseas from advertising if they're being backed by a cigarette company or tobacco company, because the laws obviously don't apply from where they come from. I don't know. But anyhow, that's what it was like in my days. Yes, I started smoking when I was 17, and I stopped and started. I must have stopped and started 20 times. And until I eventually gave up 20 years ago. And then lo and behold, 15 years later, I'm diagnosed with emphysema. Yeah. There's no guarantees in life, but for death and taxes. Yeah, and that is very true. You can be a health fanatic. You can exercise every day. Have a proper diet, good nutrition. Don't smoke, don't drink, and you can step off the curb and be run down by a bus or a truck. There's no guarantees. Just because you don't smoke or drink, it doesn't mean you're going to live to be 100. Because you can't plan to live to be 100. It just happens. You can't, just like you can't plan to become older. It just happens. There were soldiers who fought in the First World War, and they fought in Gallipoli, which is in 1915. The Anzacs, as they're known. And a couple of those soldiers lived to be over 100 years of age. And with all they went through, it's amazing they lived to be over 100. You just don't know what life's got in store for you. So that's why I live my life one day at a time. And it's important you do the same yourselves. It's all right to make plans, but you've got to grab each day with both hands and live it to its fullest. Live it to the best you can. Because yesterday is but a memory and tomorrow has yet to come. There is only today. And here today, Thursday, January 28, it is now 1:06 p.m. And I was planning on doing some work outside today, but it's wet. Oh heavens, my wife's got washing on the line too. I can't hear rain on the roof, but I'll have to keep an eye out for it because the sky is very overcast. I think there's some rain is nigh. Yeah. But I've really, I've only been on YouNow for about 7 or 8 days. And what have I got? I've already, it doesn't say. Anyhow. I've already got 14,600 YouNow coins behind the scenes. Oh, hey, Holly, how are you? Oh, I'm glad to hear from you. Did you get my comments? Oh, thank you for that. You're a lovely lass. Did you get my comments, by the way? I did go and check your Pinterest page, and I saw that note in there, and I was wondering with a cigarette down the side. Oh, did you? Did you? Was that message written by you, Holly? That note? I was just I wasn't sure if it was a note written by you or it was a note written by a viewer, but I was a little concerned. It sounded like you or the person who wrote the note were down in the dumps, maybe feeling depressed, and I don't want to see my young friend depressed. So I just left a comment there that to that effect. So I hope you're okay. Are you okay? Oh, no worries. Look, as I say, I don't like to see young people down and out, and I just felt that it might have been you. For now, what do you mean for now? You got me worried, Holly. What? Are you suffering from anxiety and depression? Come on, talk to me. If you ever talk to me now, look, I'll give you my Skype address. If you're on Skype, we can talk one-to-one on Skype. Because it's always good to talk to people, and I'm more than happy to help you. Angel C is here. Angel C is watching. C triple E. Hello, Angel C triple E. How are you? I don't know if I can check the message now or not, but I will check the message as soon as I finish here. I'm good, thank you, Angel. Angel C, and I hope you are well. No, I definitely will check the message because I'm a little bit concerned about you, my young friend. Yes, I am, and I'd like to talk to you. I understand that. Yes, I understand that very much because cyberbullying is a big problem, and I can understand that situation. No, we won't talk about it on here at all. I will check out your message, and if you would like, and you have Skype, I will give you my Skype contact, and we could talk on Skype if you'd like. That's if you have Skype. I understand very much. My morning went pretty well. I had a late night, and I got up about 10 o'clock this morning, and I had my brekkie, and I sat down and watched a television show with my wife. It's called Bondi Vet, and because we're both animal lovers. And then I just washed up while my wife hung out some washing, and then I came down to the shed, and I just thought, I'll do a broadcast. So yes, so you love animals. I think most people love animals. Yeah. It breaks my heart when I see the cruelty that people do to some animals. I just really like to kill those people, quite honestly. Yeah, I can't stand cruelty to animals. Can't stand cruelty at all. Yeah, there were 3 little kittens that had. Yeah, it is truly sad, Holly. It is. Yeah, there's 3 little kittens there. Oh, it almost broke my heart seeing them. They had. They were very ill, and these 2 good people found them, brought them to the vet, and they're going to be foster parents for them. So they find out. There's a lot of good people out there. Yeah, a lot of good people. Oh, pardon me. I don't. It is sweet of them because it's very expensive to take an animal to a vet. But if you love your animal, which most people do, then it's an expense you've got to be prepared to pay because you've got to look after your animals because they're part of the family. In the past, we've had cats, and they really become part of the family. And when you lose them, it's sad. It breaks your heart. And we had rabbits here once. Yeah, we had a lot of little rabbits running around. That's when our boys were young. Have a cat and 2 dogs, do you? When you say your roommate, are you in college, Holly? Or are you just renting a flat? Oh, gee, that's good. That is good. But I can understand if you want to talk too much, Holly. I will try and contact you privately, and we can have a real chinwag. Just reading with a friend, okay. Studying online. What are you studying to be? Anthropology? Truly? You're going to be another Diane Fossey. That's great. That's fantastic. It was Diane Fossey, wasn't it, the anthropology? I think it was Diane Fossey. Yes. Because she did a lot of television shows about the, wasn't about the silverback gorillas, the mountain gorillas? And you have a job as well. Well, you're very industrious, Holly. I'm proud of you. That's very good. And at an elderly home. That's very good to hear. Yeah, I'm very glad to hear that. It just goes to show what you can do when you set your mind to doing things. I bet it's hard work. Yes, we have. Well, my wife's aunt is in a nursing home, and yes, she sees what goes on. She visits her aunt. But if you love it, that's great. If you love what you do, eventually for a living, then it's not work at all. You know, it's and that's a real bonus, because not many people love the work they do. It's just a job. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Ah, geez, I hope it's not raining. Will you excuse me for a minute while I just dash outside and see if it is sprinkling by any chance? I'll be back there. No, not yet, but the clouds are moving in from the southwest, and that's where the rain usually comes from. I better keep an eye out. Oh, pardon me for coughing. Like I said, last night I had a bad episode with my emphysema, and I had to go on the nebulizer, and I had a bit of a restless night, and I'm still a bit chesty today, but it'll pass. Did you? Yeah, the fireworks. Yeah, I recorded the fireworks display here in Sydney. I was watching them live. I just got my. Yeah, I'm okay now. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, so I was watching the. A new person is watching. Hello, new person. I was watching the fireworks display in Sydney, New Year's Eve fireworks display, and I got the GoPro and recorded it. And so I just decided to upload it to YouTube, and ended up getting nearly 400 views. Isn't that amazing? I uploaded it the first time and I accidentally monetized it, because I automatically monetized my videos, and YouTube let me know in 2 minutes that one of their bots let me know not only what music was being played. Now this is incredible, but they also muted the video. I thought, this is no good, it needs something. So I had to delete that video, and I edited the video and put on some background music. Blue Danube, I think it was. Yeah. Josh D is watching. Hello, Josh D. Yes, well, that's what YouTube's like. You cannot use a copyrighted material, third-party property, without permission, and if you monetize, they will mute your video. That's true. It's quite amazing to think that, according to Google, there are over 500 million YouTube channels, and within 2 minutes after uploading that video, I got a notification from YouTube that I was using third-party property and the video being muted. It's amazing technology, isn't it? Yes. If you don't monetize, you're fine. But as soon as you tick that monetize, No, you can't. You cannot use. They will mute your video, so what's the point in uploading it? So don't monetize. And yet, you know what? On YouTube, gamers are allowed to make money from playing games from the game manufacturers. And that's because the manufacturers say, well, they're promoting our product, which is fine. I can understand that. Yeah. Josh, I'm from England and it's night here. Is it really? I thought we were 9 hours ahead of England. It's 1 o'clock here. Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning. Will that be right? Something like that. 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning. If my calculation is correct. 9:18 p.m. Oh, you're 9:18 p.m. Holly. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was Josh. Yeah, I know that we are 9 hours, roughly 9 or 10 hours ahead of England and most of Europe. And I know we're 16 hours ahead of the east coast of the United States, and I think we're 19 hours ahead from the west coast of the United States, because there's a 3-hour time difference from west to east coast. Tommy Marciano iPhone is watching. Hello, Tommy. Thank you for watching. Yeah. But it's hard to keep up with these time differences. When I go to talk to my friend George, fortunately, when you get on Skype and I call him, it will tell you the time right up the top of the page. And so it's all, I always know what the time is. But you see, we have daylight saving here in Australia too during the summer, which adds on an extra hour. And of course we have different time zones here in Australia. Like I said, it's 3 hours difference from the west coast to the east coast where I live. Half an hour time difference between New South Wales and South Australia. And because Brisbane doesn't have daylight saving, we are an hour ahead of them. Doesn't make sense, I know. He really is Josh. Josh. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I could tear him a little bit dry in the throat. Can anyone watching tell me what I use the YouNow money for? Your cousin is from Australia, Josh. Where from? Where in Australia? Yes, my sound is great because I've had it fixed. And you know what the trouble was? My IT professional didn't fix it the first time. I had to call him back because I did a test broadcast. And it was something to do with the internal microphone of the webcam competing with the microphone on the external webcam, which is a Logitech C920. So he did fiddled around and he did something, and it worked a treat. So the sound is coming from the inbuilt webcam microphone, but the picture is coming from the external webcam. Yeah, it was worth the money to get him out and fix it up because it was driving me nuts. Use your Now coins to use stickers on the present button in the... Right, okay. Oh, pardon me. Thank you, Holly. To use stickers on the present button, okay. And the gold bars. Oh, like the heart, okay. I'm with you. Yeah. And what about the gold bars? I've got 1,170 of those. Are they gifts? Like you can gift to other broadcasters? Right, the higher you go. Well, I'm currently 79% to level 5. How many levels are there? Oh, Josh, he never told you. And he's a friend and he never told you where he was in Australia. Sorry, Josh. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Right. Oh, dear. I think gold bars were just... Oh, right, okay. So you can give them to fellow broadcasters. Right, I'm with you. So how many levels? Does anyone know how many levels there are? Okay, Josh. Good. To any, yeah, right, yeah, to anyone casting, yeah. No, I don't know any levels either. I've got absolutely no idea. It could go on ad infinitum, couldn't it? Up and up, up and away, like Superman. My, I've been talking for 35 minutes. I can't believe it. Some. Josh, would you explain what you mean by some? Oh, same. Okay. I make those mistakes all the time. My mind is really going north of normal these days. To be expected. I'm nearly 68 years of age. So what do I expect? I mean, I can be riding away. Thank you, Josh. I became a fan. I think I became a fan of yours too last night. I went through where the bell is and then window drops down. Autocorrect is a devil. Ha ha. It is. I agree with you, Holly. It is. When I'm writing, I keep leaving out words. You know, the words are up here. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. Thank you so much. Yeah, that makes me feel good. You've made my day. Yes, I leave words out. You know, I can be writing away, and when I read it, I think, what's going on? Noah C is watching. Hello, Noah C. Thank you for watching. I can even be make a jotting of something, and it's all up here, but for some reason, I'll just leave words out. I can't make sense of what I've written. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I've made a few videos via Google Hangout, just short ones. You're 15 and you sound 16 or 17. Nice shot. Nice shot. Oh yes, I've made 3 short videos. They're just for fun, using Google Hangout. And you can hear the bird in the background, can you, Holly? You can really hear that bird. You must have terrific hearing. I've got hearing aids. I can hear the bird, but it's not very loud. Yeah, wow, you've got super hearing. I'm just trying to figure out what bird it is. We have a lot of birds in the trees in the backyard. It could be a speckled honeyeater. Sometimes they're very boisterous, and sometimes they just got a little chirpy call. It could be an Indian miner. It could be a noisy miner. You really have got good hearing, Holly. Wow. Yeah. I began to lose my hearing in during my 30s. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, I used to work in industry. Let's see, probably because yes, that could be true. But don't go sticking those things in your ears and listen to loud music, because you will lose your hearing. Well, you shouldn't do that. It's bad for you. I know you're young and you like to do that. Ryan120 is here. Hello, Ryan120. Yes, we take things for granted when we're young. We think we're immortal and bulletproof, but we soon find out we aren't. And hearing loss will just suddenly creep up on you. But I know it's a young thing to do. And listen to loud music. I know I used to listen to loud music when I was younger. Yeah, but we didn't have the sound systems that we have today. No, very basic. Just little record players. But we used to turn them up. Our parents didn't like it much, but part and parcel of being young. Sorry to say, but I'm going to see you tomorrow. Okay, Josh, I'm sure I'll be around. Thank you for watching, and you have a great night, great day, great evening. Yeah, I find it hard to. How old are you? Want to talk about? What? How old are you? Want to talk? How old am I? I'm 67. Or are you talking to Holly? behind the scenes. Have a great day and stream. Thank you, Josh. Have a great day yourself. Oh, see, okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah,